very personal to you. It's like having a magic wand, your violin, you know. It's how you create something special. My name's Charlie Siem. I'm a violinist, and yeah, playing the violin is my life. I first heard the violin when I was about 3 years old on the radio, and the sound of the violin, you know, captivated me, and I was just very eager to play the violin, to make that sound from day one, pretty much. And I'd say it was probably around about when I was 10 or 11 that I started getting very serious about playing the violin. I was practicing a lot more, and I was very inspired. And I couldn't think of, you know, that I'd like to do anything else except play the violin. My mum didn't know where should I take my son to, you know, study the violin. And there was an advertisement in the newspaper for a music therapist that was sort of very close to where we were living. And she had many instruments in her living room, basically. And so I went there, and I played all kinds of instruments. And at the end, she concluded that the most appropriate instruments for you are either the violin or the flute. So I never had any desire to play the flute, so the violin it was. So.
You came to my home.
I went to your house, yeah.
With your father.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect much.
Yeah.
And suddenly this young boy started playing to me Paganini Caprices and Wieniawski Concerto No. 2. And I immediately saw potential.
Yeah.
I saw, first of all, somebody who really liked to go across the violin and to have fun to play most difficult pieces, so I really like it. Violin is so wonderful instrument. Every note you take out, it's just me.
Yeah, every note makes your heart
But
tingle.
it's true that violin is like human being. Its everyday sound a little bit different. And it can be quite temperamental, so when you open it in the morning violin case, you're not sure what voice you will get. That's good. Always pleasant.
You know, there are times when you can just communicate with the violin and go into yourself and play it completely alone, and that can be very satisfying. And that's what's so great about being a musician, is that you can find music that directly relates to what you're doing, and you can sort of express something within yourself in the music. When you're a solo artist, on the one hand you're going out and you're communicating this beautiful music, but on the other hand the challenge of doing that is just as great as a racing car driver going in to, you know, to do a Formula One championship, or a tennis player going to Wimbledon. So you have to sort of overcome that athletic side of playing, and, you know, psychologically being able to get up there under the pressure and deliver. So there's many aspects to performing that you know, make it a challenge worth doing. When I went on tour before Christmas playing, you know, Paganini variations to 25,000 people, just recording now with the London Symphony Orchestra, the Wieniawski F-sharp minor violin concerto, and I've had, you know, many great experiences with the violin. That's what really stimulates me at the moment, to be able to carry on, you know, playing the violin, and to, you know, play in as many places as I can, to as many people as possible. And if it continues that way, I'll be very grateful, because it's been a terrific journey so far, and I'd be very grateful if it continues that way.